Hey guys, welcome back. We got the back nine here. If you missed out on the front nine, give that a watch. Unless you just wanna, one of those people that likes to come in halfway through things. But either way, that's fine. We got the back nine here at Griffin Reds, out here in Norman, Oklahoma, at the Crying Table, where I stopped off between rounds, or between the nines.
Yeah, kind of a rough front nine for you there. Uh, Looks like you're sitting at 10 big. We got Wes at 3 over. He's looking to try to make a run here on the back nine. A lot of birdieable holes. Duncan, great round so far, sitting at 2 under. He's trying to get that face card. Oh no, keep the face card rather. Hole 10, Jordan.
Yep, hole 10, par 3, 308 feet. Parker with the little drone flight going up and down. I like it.
The wind bounce for the disc.
Yeah, that's what that is. It's showing us what the disc will do. Here we got Duncan with his Leopard 3. He throws this thing real well.
Yeah, did he get that back? I think he lost it recently, unfortunately, but maybe he did get it.
Is that the one with the drawing on
It
it?
is, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he got that one back.
Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah, he throws that disc really well. It looks like he put it up circle 2, maybe in circle 1. Wes forehanding another Jaron Bird, as he likes to do. He wants to flex that. And it just came out a little flat on him.
Yep. Then here's me coming up with my Shrike. I've been throwing this thing into the ground all day. Let's see if I can get a good flight out of it. Nope.
Yeah, that strike has been kind of just nosediving for you today.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue is. I think I'm just trying to maybe force flex it and just not really throwing the way I normally do.
Yeah.
But get a good little Draco. As you can see, I was done with that shot. Oh, what a terrible roll.
Yeah, he rolled to about, 25 back there?
Yeah. I thought I was going to be parked there.
Wes, just a little forehand upper with his KC AVR. Maybe giving this a bit of a run. There's the good angle. Nah, easy 3.
Yeah, it's a good layup. And here I am, like I said, about 20-ish, 25 back. Headwind, straight headwind putt.
Ooh. Just lifted it just a little too much.
Yeah. I was happy with the release. It was flat, just a little high.
Duncan for birdie.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get a stroke on both of us here.
Ooh. Another.
But hey, you'll take it.
Yeah, another place on the course where the wind can really come into effect. This fairway opens up and the wind can just blow right down in your face if you're past the basket. Wesley making sure he gets his par.
Yeah, well done by them too. So starting the back nine off with 2 pars from Duncan and Wes, and me just trying to be consistent as I can. Starting off with the boat.
We got hole 11. This one's a short par 3, just a straight shot. Ace run, must get birdie. You just want to put it right up there.
All the above.
Yeah, you can kind of do everything. You got a little bit of a backstop back there, can kind of keep you within the circle. Most people are just throwing putter. Some people choose to skip around the trees on the right, but most are doing just like that. Wow, what a slide.
Right? That legitimately had like 40 feet of slide. But hey, when you're playing this well, things just start, going in your favor.
Yeah.
And Wes faked me and the cameraman
Yeah,
out.
he did. Looks like he's trying to put this D-line MD4 up there.
Starting off a little right.
Maybe behind some trees, it looks like.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he spit out there, because there is a little alley. If you get past those trees, you have a pretty clean look. And here I am throwing my judge. Just don't even watch my discs anymore.
Wait, you got the benefit of the slide as well on that one. Put you up
Mhm.
maybe edge of circle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Wes did get out. Nice.
Let's see if he can capitalize.
Tickled him a little bit. Just a little too early.
Yeah, and Wes definitely is a tickler. So I don't really know what that means, but he is. And here I am, about 20. There we go. Duncan giving me the applause in the background, showing the good sportsmanship. Me not even caring anymore. Don't even want to be here.
Well, you still have the opportunity to get below double digits, so there's always a goal.
That's true.
Duncan to go down 3. That gives him a 6-stroke lead on Wes.
Don't even say it. Don't even try and add that math up for the lead on me.
That's fair. That's fair. It is 14.
Oh, okay. So more
Oh
than
no,
the
I'm
holes
sorry.
we've played.
It's 13.
Okay.
It's just 13. You got him still. You got him.
Wes just trying to get in for par. It's a good putt.
It's a good make. So we got -3, +3. You go down to 10 with that birdie.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I'm looking to do. Just kind of turn it around. Finally got a bird. First bird of the round. And hole 12 it's a forehand hole, or at least it can be. So I'm looking just to get a drive up there. It's about 276 feet, right there through that gap at the very end. It's a really fun hole. It is my only ace hole that I've ever had.
Nice.
So
Wish I could have seen that.
yeah, I wish it could happen again. Maybe it will. Let's see.
Duncan just a little inside with his leopard 3 again. There's some alleyways back there depending on how far he kicked into the woods. Wes with his flippy felon. Doing what that disc does.
Yeah, that looks nice. Crazy little skip there to the right, but he should be inside circle 1, maybe close to the edge, out there in that kind of in that area where the basket is. And here I am with my throw it in the ground strike. I get good height, but didn't control the angle well. Luckily, skipped out in the middle of the fairway though.
This hole has a way of doing that. It seems like errant shots always filter back to the fairway, and you just get these little dinker up shots. Not too tough.
Mm-hmm.
You make easy work of that one.
Yeah, here we go. Talking about not getting kicked back out into the fairway.
Yeah, Duncan with his first test of the round, really. This is the first time he's been in danger of bogey at all.
Let's see what he can do. A little patent pending stretch.
Yeah,
Great
I
shot.
bet he's glad he stretched before the round.
Dang, yeah. What a great shot. Wes, just like I said, maybe about circle's edge. Maybe just outside.
This is definitely a putt that I see Wesley making. He's pretty good from this range. A little less routine this time, but he still puts it in. Yeah, let's see that one again.
Little high release, but it drops, hits top the chains, and gets in there. What a putt. And the Wesley run it in.
It's just a light jog.
And Duncan scrambling for that par. Well done.
That's a good par. Good par for you as well. So Wes, gaining 1 back on Duncan. We got a 2 over. Brings the lead down to just 5. We're staying steady at 10. Next up, we got hole 13. There's a bunch of different gaps you can go through here, or you can go over the top. I think all of you guys, well, Duncan might go over, but the objective is normally just to hit one of these gaps in the trees and let it hyzer over to the basket, kind of skip in this grass and get up there for a putt. Ending on the right kind of sucks because you can see that tree that's fallen over there. It can get in your way a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely blocks the basket. And you kind of saw the water there in the footage, and it's casual water here as well.
That's a good looking line.
That's a good pull, yeah.
Looks like he got stopped up in the little creek there.
And you can actually see that tree right there, right in front of the tee box to the left, is actually kind of painted pink and leaned over. It's that you have to get under that. There, it is a Mando.
Yeah, they've got a string you can barely make out, but you got to get under that string there. Duncan going straight with his suspect, looks like. That's the right shot. He just kind of missed his gap.
Unfortunate little kick there.
Is that your FD?
And yeah, that's my FD. Just going through that gap, at least trying to. A little too far to the right. But see if I can just get a little upshot there and get it in for another par.
Yeah, as long as you stay out of the left side early, this hole's pretty forgiving. Make something happen for your upshot. Little uphill run at it here. That's a good line.
Yeah, Duncan was telling me to run it, and I was like, why not? Just
Yeah,
didn't
may
get
as
enough
well.
on it.
Duncan filtered nicely, and he's got a good look for his birdie.
See if we get a Duncan jump putt in here. Oh, just a little short. It was a good look. The camera work to get around that tree like that was impressive.
Yeah, this is smooth. Good work, Naveed. Thanks for getting out and filming us and editing the videos as well. He's doing great stuff for us.
Yeah, as you can tell, I don't want to say way better, but you can definitely see the improvements from video 1 to video 2.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is looking really good. The camera work is really smooth, always well in place.
Just wait until we get that catch cam, folks. Yeah, me just tapping in for my par, Duncan for his par, and Wes for his par.
Everybody's staying the same there.
It might be. I actually think that's our first star frame of the 4 round.
That took a while.
Yes, it did. Actually, the hole right before. Or no, yeah, hole 13. Yep.
Yeah.
On to the next one, hole 14. This one's pretty tricky. It was actually featured on UDisc, I think, a couple weeks ago, as their hole to promote. And here we go. We got Wes with his felon.
That looks good.
That's looking good.
Oh, he's gotten so close with that disc on this hole a few times now. Really looking for that first ace. Duncan looks like he's got a Lucid X suspect. Oh, that tree is.
That has a good line.
That's the birdie and ace killer right there. That's right in the perfect line for a backhand to be fading in. It's what makes this hole tricky, especially.
And yeah, that one just gets away from me, but tree gods are there and put me right in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, you should have just a little forehand or backhand anhyzer. You go with the latter. That's probably a helpful tree.
Once again, tree gods, thank you. We got Duncan. Oh, his must have gotten kicked left.
Yeah, he was.
Maybe I didn't see
way
that.
Over on the left side there, but there's some gaps. Looks like he just found a way to lay up. Wes. Looks like he's
OB?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That turns into about a 20-25 footer for par, though, so it's not a terrible mistake. sad face highlight there. He'll have to straddle around these trees, but Wesley is no stranger to the straddle putt.
Mm-mm. Nah, I expect him to make this to save his par.
Yeah, he just recently switched back to that stagger stance. He'd been straddling for quite a while. That's a nice putt.
Natural.
Little fist pump. He's excited.
He's pumped, if you will. You tried to not say it. I had to.
I did avoid that one.
Here I am with the little 25-footer coming in, trying to save my par.
Hey.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, Naveed hitting me with the rerun.
Fun to watch this one in slow-mo bounce around on the edge. Got caught by the nubs. It's a nice putt.
Thanks. Tree God, basket God. That's who I think on that hole.
You know, however you get the 3, no pictures on the scorecard.
That's true.
Everybody there. Wesley leaving his putter in the basket. I hope you pick that up. Everybody taking their pars there. That's a hole that can provide a lot of separation, so it's good to see everybody get out clean. Hole 15, obviously a million trees in the way here. You want to take through this little gap that Parker is inching the drone ever so carefully through. Little forehand, normally with like a Firebird, something skippy. Just kind of put it into the ground and let it work its way over there. Also a backhand putter route on the right side that you can kind of see, but it's a little tighter.
And Wes is doing exactly what you were saying, pulling out his Sexton Firebird.
That looks good.
Gets through the gap. Oh.
That had ace run all over it if it hadn't hit one of those skinny trees on the left. See Duncan.
Yeah, seeing the... Pulling out the forehand's rare.
He stands still just to add a little control to his FD3 here. Oh, hit a root.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted that a little higher.
That was looking pretty solid.
What are you throwing here, Draco?
I'm throwing my Draco. And yeah, just don't get enough on it. And hit the first tree over there and see if I can get up and down for par.
Didn't end up
trying to
in the creek?
repeat what I did. It did not land in the creek, no.
This water is OB, so that's fortunate there. Little turned over on your lucid judge.
Yeah, I was trying to just repeat what I did on hole 13. Just kind of give it a good run up there, but let it get away from me a little bit. Duncan.
Long jumper for birdie. That just came out too high. He should have, what?
Yeah, I kicked him down. What would you say about circle's edge?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Let's see if he can save his par.
A little wide.
And that, if he makes that, which I mean, he should. I think he will. That will be his first bogey of the day.
Yeah, he's been playing a really clean round, but getting out of position on this hole really can. He had a pretty open look, but those trees are everywhere. Looks like you're trying another little flick with your judge here. Oh.
Yeah, I was going back and forth, backhand, forehand, and decided to go with the forehand. After all of this, I actually went back and putted with my backhand and made it, so made the wrong choice. But here we go. Wes is going to try and knock this in for a bird. Get another one on Duncan, or two,
yeah,
actually.
Get two if he makes this one. Nice, Meg. 2 straddles in a row. Another little
Yeah, he's
jog.
pumped after that one. No rerun. I would expected to see a rerun there.
Yeah, that was a big putt for the moment, for sure. See if Duncan can just save his birdie here.
Gotta fix the chain. Make sure it's nice. Don't want to spit out.
I never noticed it, but then when I do, I can't fucking look.
Nice make there. That hill can give you some weird footing that he was up on, so you see him just tap it in. Same with you. Couple bogeys and a birdie. Yeah, Wes got 2 there. So that,
He's making it interesting.
yeah, brought him within 3.
With 3 to go.
Yeah. Both of these next 2 holes are birdieable for both of those guys as well, so I expect to see things kind of get settled within the next couple holes. 18's more of a par hole.
Yeah, for sure. And so we got this par 3, pretty short, only about 170 feet or so. Just a little forehand or backhand through this tiny little gap. The hill will not help you skip to the right. It will skip you straight. And as you can see with Wes's there, just kind of goes into that group of trees.
Yeah, he had the right
in
idea.
front.
You want to get it down early so that you can get the flat ground skip. Because like you said, if you hit it on that hill, it just goes straight, and then you kind of look back at a death putt. Duncan. Another standstill forehand here. Ooh.
Oh.
That actually looked like
Yeah.
it came out on the other side. He should have an easy up and down.
Yeah, that was his FD3, and I am actually doing the same thing. Pulling my FD3 out, a little far left, see if we can get that skip. Like I said earlier, not going to happen. Skip straight into those trees. But yeah, you were right. Duncan just kind of kept fighting through there and came out, and now he's got a good up and down look. I don't think he wants to run this one with that death putt, and there's OB water behind the basket as well.
Yeah, and low ceiling. It looks. Oh no, he got some height on it. That's a good run. That was safe. You and Wesley both.
I
in
gotta
those
look.
trees. Oh no.
And mine's rolling.
Okay. I thought that was about to roll into the creek.
I'm very surprised that it did not. And here we go, Wes, with a million trees in his way.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he likes this one very much.
And smartly decides just to lay up there. Oh, yeah, he approves.
Pew.
Wes is such a fun play. Like, he's fun to play with. Like, he's just a good guy to have around, good vibes. He was trying to cheer me up multiple times while we were out there. At one point, I was kind of a jerk and told him to go away, but but he was like, okay. And then he was a good sport.
Yeah, Wes is always in
There
good
I am.
spirits.
Yeah, for sure. There I am getting my par. Duncan doing the same. Get a little star frame there.
I'm surprised to not see birdies on that one. All of you guys had that shot in the bag. Just didn't really work out for you that time. So that keeps things within 3 between Duncan and Wesley. Wesley really needs to grab a birdie on this next one if you want to have any chance at it. 17, again, another kind of backhand or forehand hole. You want to turn over your backhand to get right of that last cedar. The forehand, you want to bring it out wide, high, have it skip down this hill. You do need to be careful because that creek there is OB and actually runs along the right side the whole way. These trees at the front aren't really in the way. It's a pretty open gap for how close they are to the tee pad, but they can come into play.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I've never hit him.
Well, I've definitely hit them. I've hit that one too.
Yeah, that one more than any.
That puts you down
But that.
35, 40 feet away. Kind of weird, low ceiling putt.
Duncan with his leopard 3. Same kind of shot he's looking to throw like he did on hole 10.
Looks like nice angles. He wants that a little more right. Yeah, kind of the same weird low ceiling 40-footer there. Throwing your strike?
I'm not. I think I've learned from today to not throw that one. So I'm going with my destroyer.
That's the one that you
Just trying to get a good.
you pulled out as a disc to throw over the pond, right? As a water disc, and then ended up liking it?
Yes, very true. Yeah, kind of was like, okay, losing it, and it ended up working for me time and time after again, so I'm starting to get comfortable with it.
Yeah, some of those old champ destroyers that you find in like a used bin or something can just be money.
And I'm slowly learning that, so. Wes, just go. He's happy just parking it and getting that par. He's pretty much securing up second place at this point. I mean, third place isn't going to catch him anytime soon.
Yeah, it's not really your day on this one. Normally you'd be right around where they are, but just unfortunate today didn't really work out, particularly the front nine.
Ooh, it's a good run, though, by Duncan.
Yeah,
Trying to get that bird.
again, glad he stretched before the round. Get out and give that one a good run.
And here I am, just kind of get back down to 10. I'd be happy if I finished at 10 over after everything that's been going on.
Little high, almost got in the lead with that one.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, why not end the day on an out-to-out?
Bring it back to the front nine. Finish things how we started them.
Exactly.
I love that you're repping the shirt for these rounds, though. Make sure everybody knows who we are.
I'm pretty sure Naveed took my shirt after this round just to make sure no one.
What was that? What was that?
Yeah.
And you're just leaving. You're just gonna leave your putter.
I'm walking away.
Just go home.
I don't deserve it anymore.
Nah, you got one more hole. Kind of looks like Duncan might have this one wrapped up with 3 on 18, and he's got the distance to make this hole pretty easy.
Yeah, he's been playing real well today. But this is I love ending on this hole. Just 18 on a hill, 450-ish feet. Just a big crush. You're just trying to get it out there as far as you can. Usually you got a pretty good tailwind coming, just like we do today. You're just really trying to throw something out there, let the wind carry it, and try and get 400. And as you can see, we're all not touching each other, but still wanting to give the high fives.
Some little air fives. Duncan's looking to throw his Raider. He could probably get it down there if he really got a hold of one, especially with the tailwind. If he threw a shot like he did on hole 2, he could get it down there for a putt. Looks like they're waiting on some people to finish on the green there.
Yeah, he can really get a hold of one. Let's see if he shows us what he can do here.
As long as you clear the trees on the right with the backhand, you can get pretty far up there. It'll just glide down and get carried by the wind. That's maybe a little too far to the right.
It should come back a little bit. Yeah.
Did he get past all the small trees?
I actually don't remember. I think he did, though.
We'll see where he ended up. That might have gotten way down there, actually, as Wes goes to forehand his DD2 here. Expecting a little turn out of it. Not quite as much as he wants.
And then here I am with my Shrike, trying to give it one more shot.
That looks good if it'll hold. Yeah, nice shot. That's way down there. That's probably 400.
Yeah, I think that's actually right at it. And I'm pretty happy, actually, to finally get a good shot out of my Shrike. Wes with the tough little upshot, trying to get around all that.
Nicely done.
It's looking good. Yeah, it's 15 feet maybe.
This hole can really make or break how you feel walking away from the round, because to get a good drive like you got just feels so good, and kind of doesn't. To have a run at this one for 2 makes you feel good about anything else that happened the whole day.
Mm-hmm. And looks like we missed Duncan's shot, but you can see it right up there. His up shot.
There you go.
Right next to the basket. That's how you end the round right there.
Yeah, save a par for you.
Yeah, there we go. Wes telling me good putt.
in for his par as well. Duncan.
And here's Duncan for the win.
A little practice. Remind yourself what you can do. Duncan with the dance. He's going to keep his card today. It looks like you and Wes are going to trade. Great round from Duncan.
Yeah, that was really, really good round from him, finishing 2 down, and Wes at 1 over. And me, I don't even remember. It was so high. But there's our stats for the day. We all played pretty well when it comes down to it. Like I was in the back 9 for me, but everyone else had a really good round just through and through. And there's where I was at the end of the crying table. But we just really appreciate you guys coming out and watching and listening to Matt and I talk during these tough times. You know, we're just here for y'all's entertainment, and feel free to make fun of me as much as you want.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.